What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Loading Podcast. My name is AJ.
And my name is Arthur. It is March 6, 2020. We are finally in the third month of the year 2020. Arthur, my boy, how are you doing today?
I'm feeling great. Thank you for asking, but how are you feeling also as well?
I am exhausted.
Exhausted.
I am going to be completely honest. This year, Jesus Christ. This week in particular, I don't know what happened, but I feel like some weird spirit came and they just drained my energy for the entirety of this week. I don't know why. I can't tell you how it came to be because I just did my regular stuff, you know what I mean? I just didn't have a lot of energy. Like you've had those days, right? Where like you just wake up and then you're just like, God, I feel so tired. I don't want to do anything.
I know.
Like that was me. Yeah, that was me, but for this entire week.
Jeez, that sucks, man.
Yeah, but aside from that,
are you feeling a little better now?
Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better because I have
good.
the weekend that I got to look forward to. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
But yeah, aside from that, things in general have been going pretty good.
That's that Friday feeling where it's just like, yeah, I'm finally at the end. I don't have to worry about anything, and I can just
pretty much
do what I want. Now I do what I want. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling good. Speaking of which, by the way, we're recording this today. Eternal Take drops. The Uzi, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the Uzi joint.
Yes.
It's Friday, bro. Now you do what you want, bro. It's Friday.
Also,
by the way, I should also mention this because we're at the beginning. If you guys are enjoying the podcast, make sure you give it a 5-star rating. We are available on pretty much every single platform you listen to podcasts on. That includes Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, and we're also on YouTube. So check that out too.
So I see that your the plugs are starting from last episode. Your 5 stars are starting to trickle its way down to every episode we do afterwards.
I said I'll do it at the beginning. You know that.
I know.
I'm a man of my word.
Yeah, you are a man of your word, but Jesus.
All right.
Aside from that, though,
Arthur,
how have you been
it's
doing,
the weekend.
Arthur?
It's the weekend. It's good. It's a Friday afternoon. I'm chilling.
Yes.
I'm comfortable. I got a blanket with me. This is comfy hours right now. I'm chilling.
Oh shit! Look at you.
I feel okay. I'm good.
Nice. Have you played anything new? Watched anything recently, my boy?
Watched anything?
Anything of interest?
Nah, just a lot of YouTube videos. I've been playing The Sims, and yeah, I've just been chilling really for the most part.
Nice. Oh man, I just drank water and holy, I hate it when it goes down the wrong.
Oh no! Oh no! Jeez.
Yeah, I was trying to hold back the cough, but I was like, just let it happen.
Then this is loud. Oh damn, we're gonna have to look back on this. Like, yo.
No, I'm gonna listen to myself choking on my own water. That's gonna be something.
Yeah. But, anyways, we got a lot of stuff lined up today.
Yes, we do. We have a lot of stuff. We got some interesting I'll save it for when we talk.
Interesting news. I think we got some.
We got some interesting
stuff to share with you guys. The day we're recording is Friday, March the 6th.
Yeah.
So
a little quick thing that I want to add, just as a little personal note to all of the people that are watching this. You may have heard this from a whole bunch of other people, but make sure you stay clean out there, people. We don't want this corona shit coming in anywhere next to us. So
facts. I got my hand sanitizer. I don't know what I'm saying.
Listen, all I'm saying is that I keep like 2 bottles of hand sanitizer on me at all times, and I am making sure that I don't touch anything that I think is dirty.
My guy got the double barrel.
Damn straight, boy. I got the double barrel just in case anything happens. But yeah, like I said, just make sure you stay safe out there, people.
Don't touch your face.
Stay hygienic.
Facts. Drink water.
And drink water. Drink a lot of water, people.
God damn it.
That's just a little thing I wanted to throw out there.
Yeah. Actually, thank you for throwing that out there. That's a good one. But I think that's a good way to segue into the other stuff we have to talk about today.
Oh, I've been waiting for this. All right.
All right. I woke up today and I was like, oh, there's probably not gonna be a lot of news today. Let me just check. I look, and there's a whole bunch of shit to talk about. So we're gonna start it off.
Can you please? Yes, please.
All right. So this is what we're gonna do, right? first thing I see in the group chat is this title right here, and I'm just like, what? And the title reads as such: former CSGO player sentenced to 116 years in prison for embezzlement. And I saw this on Twitter too. What was your first reaction when you saw this, by the way?
Yo, can I just say, I told you this as soon as you sent me the article, or when you sent me the picture, right?
Uh-huh.
I was honestly, when I read the title, I was impressed more than anything. I wasn't really shocked. I wasn't really surprised. More like, well, I was surprised, yes, but I was more impressed that this person embezzled this amount. Well, like how much was how much did they say that the person embezzled? I think it was what, 12,000.
Yeah,
$12,000. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is in Brazil, mind you. This is in Brazil.
Yes.
So yes, the laws are different out there. This is not in the U.S., but still, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So apparently, a player named Shain Shea Victorio was recently sentenced to 116 years in prison for embezzlement, as reported by UOL on Tuesday. This is coming from the article that is on ESPN's website, which is what I'm quoting this off of. But yeah, dude, like, all right. I asked you this question originally, right? But how did this person, or how could this person go about embezzling that much amount of money if she was a player, right? Because if you're a player, I'm assuming that you don't have access to something as important as your team's funds. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering if she was like, because from the article that I read, I'm not sure if she was later, like part owner of the company, if she had any sort of shares that was tied with her, because it could be a case where, like, you know how Faker now, he's a professional League of Legends player and he plays for SKT, and now he is, I think, one of the co-holders, I guess, for the team now. So I'm not sure if this is something similar. Either way, insane that she could do something like this. Like, what do you have to say to this, Arthur?
I think in the article it had something to do with her ex at the time, but at the end of the day, like, all that is just like crazy. I don't know why a player would just need that much from the company, even though they already have probably been signed. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Meaning they were already probably paid a certain amount of money just to be a part of the team. I don't really know what would be the purpose of that, but that sucks because Brazil's laws are crazy, and you know what I'm saying, this is just a young person who probably should have just known better, to be honest. Mm. But
let me actually see how old this person is right now, because okay, I don't know.
They look young though.
Yeah, they look young, but apparently she's been in the scene for a while. Like, she's been playing since between, like, apparently from what ESPN says, she's been playing between 2008 and 11, and 2008 and 2019, playing both Counter-Strike 1.6 and Counter-Strike Go. So she's been playing for a while.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm just over here like. Like, why? What was the point?
Don't really get it, but I don't know. I think that's really all we could say right now.
Yeah, that's all I think we could say. I think it's kind of funny too that she was able to embezzle all of this, and maybe she would have actually gotten away with it if she wasn't how would you say, if she wasn't brought to. I don't know. I can't form words for some reason.
Hey, man.
She wasn't caught, I guess.
I wonder how somebody found out. Much. Somebody probably snitched or something. I don't know.
Yo, man.
How did hey, you can't fool Uncle Sam, I guess.
Yeah.
You cannot fool Uncle Sam, like you were saying.
And it's also like I said, what's it called? She got in 116 years, and then we did research for like embezzlement in the States, and it's like the most we found was like 1 to 3 years. And I was like, the reason she gave that many years was because Brazil ain't doing so hot right now in terms of money.
Brazil is not doing so hot right now.
So anytime that someone is embezzling some of that money, they're like, nah, son, you did a horrible offense.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah. All right. That's mostly what we could say about this piece of news.
All right. So the next thing we got on our list is a little diversion from that. We have some news from The Last of Us. Everybody knows Last of Us 2 is, dropping this year. But what they don't know is that HBO is turning The Last of Us into a TV series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which you may not know. But yeah, this is going to be interesting. What do you think about that?
I think it's great that another video game is starting to get its own TV series. If The Witcher was anything to go off of, is that it is possible for a property like this to have a successful TV series. And The Last of Us has a lot of things that can work with it, that can make it really well. I'm just hoping that they choose the casting is good to play these characters, and that they know the source material well enough. Like, I hope the producers and the directors have at least know what the story is about Last of Us, and maybe preferably have played the games beforehand.
Yeah, well, first things first is I really want to just know HBO has a really good discography of content that I actually personally like. A lot of stuff like, for me, the Bodega Boys, These Is a Mirror, they got their own talk show on HBO. Oh no, it's just on Showtime. Fuck, what am I doing? Hey. But hey, Euphoria is on HBO.
Shout out to the Bodega Boys all of a sudden.
Euphoria is on HBO. And that's a cool show. That's a trick show.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I don't know, because I'm not subscribed to any of them.
Yeah, and we watch that shit for free. You know that.
Moving on. Yeah. But yeah, The Last of Us.
Yeah, The Last of Us.
What do you think? I would like to say this, right?
Okay.
Last of Us. Yes, the story has to be right. Obviously, I would assume Sony would be heavily involved in this project.
Mm-hmm. Because apparently, from the article that I have here from Hollywood Reporter, they say that PlayStation Productions is going to be involved with this.
Okay, so the story is going to be good. I'm just going to give them the benefit of the doubt that they're going to get the story.
Mm-hmm.
The next thing though is casting.
Yes, casting.
I want to know like who should they get to cast for, I'm saying the cast of characters they got in Last of Us.
Mm-hmm.
Who would you like to see? If you could think of anyone.
I can't think of anyone off the top of my head right now.
Me neither.
Part of it is because like when it comes to Joel from Last of Us, I'm not sure if I could think of an actor off the top of my head that could play the role well. That, and I am just not really I'm not knowledgeable at this time about like all actors and like who could play the role best. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I haven't really paid attention too much. What about you? Is there any candidates that you'd like to see to play these roles?
I'm thinking I don't really got anyone right now, but I just wanted to see someone notable in here. But in general, I want to see a lot of new faces too.
Yes, that would be nice.
But like one person, if they could just get one person, like say if they get what's Shorty's name from Beyond Two Souls to play Ellie? That would be fire.
Ellen Page?
Ellen Page, yeah, she get like Ellen Page to play like Ellie. I would be down for that.
That would be kind of weird, only because Ellie is I think like what 14 in this game, and let me look this up.
How old is Ellen Page? Shit, I don't know.
I think she's like in her 40s.
God damn.
Oh no, hell no, not even. She's only 33.
I don't know, but Ellen Page looks a lot like Ellie.
In some ways, yeah.
They have a lot of resemblances.
Yeah, in some ways, I could see that. Still, you would need to get someone younger.
They would have to get someone younger. I don't know. I don't know, bro.
Authenticity, you know what I mean?
I don't know, but hey, as long as they don't fuck up the story, as long as it looks good.
Yeah, like I'm curious to see. Like, I'm curious to see how they're going to interpret the show. Are they going to follow the story of the game, or are they going to include any? Obviously they're going to follow the story from the game because the game tells a very cohesive story do
you think so though? Do you think are they going to pull like an Assassin's Creed?
Or they just come up with something like original that has nothing to do with the original games?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to see something like that. I would want to see like an actual, like story from the game being told. Yeah, that would be nice.
I think it's gonna be an actual accurate representation.
I mean, that's what we assume, but we don't know. We don't know. I've seen this. I saw Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, I didn't,
and I was sad. I love that game.
I'm glad that I kind of didn't see. I know, dude. I love Assassin's Creed 2. I still say that Assassin's Creed 2 would have been great for a movie. Have at least Ezio.
At least just get one from one. Just get one from one game. Just pick one game, and he just like no.
Yo, even pick Connor. Fuck.
I would have, bro. I would have been in the theater for Connor, bro. I don't care.
So would I.
Dead ass, bro. Or even get Black Flag movie in there. In fact,
yeah, get anyone.
just pick anyone and just do it. And it was just like no. You don't want to.
No, what I heard is just some weird, separate story, I guess, that takes place in the universe. Like, you've seen the movie. Like, what happened? Like, just a quick rundown, because I'm curious now.
It wasn't it, bro. It wasn't it.
Wasn't
okay?
it?
No.
Wasn't it? Okay.
That is all.
All right. I don't want to bring a PTSD from the movie.
All right. Is that it for The Last of Us? I think that's all we can say.
Yeah, I can't. There is no set release date, but all we know is that it's in the works. I saw a date, but then I'm like, oh, it's Last of Us Part 2, not the show.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I think that's about it.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much. Yeah, that's it.
All right. Nintendo. Let's get back into gaming shit. Nintendo. So it was a prototype long ago. With this is when Nintendo was still working with Sony, and they actually auctioned this prototype off recently for $360,000.
Yes.
Wow.
Now,
okay, so I might throw an image up if you're watching the video version, so you can see what I'm talking about. So this prototype that you're looking at right now is something. This controller really looks like a SNES controller. You see what I'm talking about, right, Arthur?
Yes, I do.
All right, what do you think of this design?
It looks exactly the same as an SNES controller, but I think that was done on purpose as a way to just prototype the system.
Mm-hmm. But do you see the disk drive, though?
I know, I see the disc. Dude, it also has a cartridge. It has a little cartridge drive on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
This makes me because for those of you who don't know, originally Nintendo wanted to have Sony, or they wanted to work with Sony in order to produce a new disc-based next-gen system, I believe, after the SNES.
Mm-hmm.
However, plans fell through. And then Sony, they were like, all right, no, we're going to do our own thing. I forget the exact details on why they did this, but essentially this led to Sony creating the PlayStation, and Nintendo ended up going with Philips to make the CDI, which is a complete fucking bust, as for those of you who may know the story already.
Yep, I kind of have a theory.
All right, what's up? What do you think the theory is?
So this has kind of piqued my interest, and what I really want to know is that if this was made during the SNES era, I'm assuming because they were using SNES controller
like around
for a prototype.
1994 to 1996.
Right. Era? This is my theory, though, right? So I wonder if there's a prototype for this collab with the PlayStation. I wonder if there were any Nintendo games that were made on disc for this specific prototype.
That's interesting. I didn't think about that.
If there were, those would be valuable. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, yeah.
Imagine if there's just a few laying around, like. Just...
Imagine Sony at one point made a Mario game for the system.
Nah, I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about like Super Mario World or something on like a disc,
okay.
or some shit. just something to prototype. You know what I mean? Just to see if it works.
Mm-hmm. Now, what I like to think about when it comes to this partnership falling through, I like to think about what would have happened, right, if Sony and Nintendo actually worked together to make this, and in the future, do you think things would have changed? Because we know that Sony like went to
say that one more time.
PlayStation line. All right, so if Sony and Nintendo kept with their original plans and released this together, right? Like Sony was in collaboration with Nintendo to make this new whatever it may be called, Nintendo PlayStation. Do you think the landscape for gaming would have been changed to what we have today?
Perhaps it would have just been two. It would have just been until Xbox came along. Pretty much, but that didn't work. No,
it didn't. And then Sony ended up creating one of the most successful video game consoles.
Yep.
In the
and
world.
Now Nintendo is right behind it.
Yeah.
Because it outsold the Xbox One.
That's funny. I still find that incredibly funny, but also not really that surprised.
But the times have changed. Like even Microsoft and Nintendo are working together now too. So, hey.
Like, it's good that we have this part.
That's cool. I want to know who bought this. Who bought this?
Who bought the Nintendo PlayStation?
Who the hell bought this?
$360,000. I'm not sure. Let me look at it real quick. Because I'm actually curious too. I wonder who the fuck bought this.
This
Palmer Luckey, the founder of VR firm Oculus, had been participating in the bidding system, saying on Twitter that he wanted the machine for an as yet unspecified video game preservation initiative.
All right, so somebody bought it.
Yeah, apparently it's a person named Palmer Luckey.
Okay.
They wanted to preserve the system, which is respectable.
I wonder how do you even get your hands on this?
That's a good question.
How do you even, you know what I mean? How do you even obtain something like this? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And anyways, I think that's about all we can say on this. This is cool.
It is cool. Although I don't know what you plan on using it for. I guess just for pure what collectors mostly do. They just like
you're gonna watch. You're not gonna play shit on it. Yeah, facts. This is something that you could also flip back when it becomes rarer, if it ever becomes that.
True. Imagine someone actually gets a game to work on this thing. That would be crazy.
I would be crazy actually. But yeah, all right.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah,
we got
for that one and
another project from our boys at Platinum Games. So, there is a new title in the works from them. Funny enough, called Project GG. And what's unique about this is that this is their own thing. Like, they're not working with any other company like Nintendo or Microsoft or Sony to work with this. This is going to be their own game that they're going to release. They released a teaser video. When was this? Oh wow, it was actually a while ago. Around February 26th is what I got for the date. But yeah, from when we saw the trailer, I told this to you when we saw it. It looked like if Ant-Man and Iron Man fused together, and they fought Godzilla.
Wow! Oh yeah.
That's literally the vibe I got. Thank God the dog's not dead.
I mean, the trailer was cool. It was something to base off it, but I just want to say, Platinum has had a really good run over the last few years, I would say. Like Bayonetta 2, Astral Chain, and now this. I want to see what they're going to do with this one. And even Nier.
See, what I like, though, is that this is going to be like their own IP now. Like,
yeah. This is going to be like Nier, right? Because Nier was Nier their own IP? It wasn't like published through anybody. Yeah.
I mean, it was published by Square Enix.
Oh, Square Enix published it. So so there was. Okay, so they had something to do with that. Yeah. Okay.
Like, remember, at the end of the day, a publisher is just a company that gives the game developers funds in order to actually create the game.
So
like they're not
this is their own independent thing.
Yeah.
This is probably like one of their first ones.
Yeah, like or in a long time.
In a minute, yeah.
Yeah, because I remember, I think originally Bayonetta was supposed to be their own creation, and then Bayonetta 2 was a Nintendo thing because Nintendo gave them the funds to make it. Then we had Astral Chain, which again was from Nintendo. We had the Legend of Korra game.
Also, the Wonderful 101 is getting remastered. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
It's coming to PlayStation and Xbox.
Arthur, I don't
Switch. Not to be honest with you, that game looked really good on the Wii U, and the only reason that deterred anybody from caring about that game is the fact that you had to play it like you were like drawing on some DS type shit with a stylus.
Oh yes, I forgot about that.
That's the only reason people didn't like that game. That shit was kind of just boring to me. But like, you can actually play the game with the controller. So if you even slightly, even remotely remember what the game looks like, I would advise you to just check it out, the remastered version, because that shit looks actually pretty decent.
Okay, because when the Wonderful 101 was initially being dropped, I remember just I was interested a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, but then when I read reviews and I watched, in fact I think it was the Black Hokage, when I saw his review of the Wonderful 101, I was so drawn off with the
it's because the controls suck, bro. It's because it sucks. Yeah. But now you can just play with the controller, so you can control it however the fuck you want to.
Thank freaking God. Like, holy crap, I don't want to have to draw so many stuff.
Unless they make you use the fucking touchpad on the PlayStation. What?
You don't need to know about that.
Alright, Darth Vader.
How the fuck is that Darth Vader?
You sounded like Darth Vader on my end, my guy.
I don't know about that, son. I have to be like...
Oh, it's not that. You just cutting out. Okay, anyways.
Oh, alright.
Alright, so... anyways, back to this.
Yes.
So, this is going to be a game. I'm assuming it's not going to be out for a minute.
No, I don't think so, actually.
Maybe there's a hope that we'll see something from this at like E3, perhaps. Because this was announced back in February. Maybe. Perhaps we'll see something in E3. But to be honest with you...
Keep in mind, Nintendo and Sony ain't going to be at E3, so they have plenty of time to show it off, yeah. True. Yeah, like you were saying.
But honestly, though, I think E3 is going to be... This year, I don't know what it's going to be. What are your early predictions for it?
For E3? Well, it's really early to predict this, but...
Well, I feel like... Microsoft is the only thing that's going to be there for it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, in terms of the big three. Like at this point, I think Microsoft is E3 with the other companies just tagging along because it's E3. They get to show off their new stuff. And then Sony has their own thing that they're doing now. And then Nintendo's been doing their own thing with State of Play. Well, not State of Play. The Treehouse. My bad. State of Play is PlayStation's thing. So, and it happened relatively around the same time frame. So, like, things that I would like to see, though. Hello, Metroid Prime 4. Where the fuck is it?
Hello, Bayonetta 3.
Bayonetta 3. No More Heroes 3. Ghost of Tsushima. Although we did get a new trailer, I think, last night that I haven't watched yet, unfortunately. But I know there's a
Breath of the Wild 2. Hello.
Oh, yeah. Breath of the Wild 2.
Come on.
Let's think of something.
We ain't forget. Smash DLC. Smash DLC.
Oh, speaking of which, Arthur, have you heard what happened to Sakurai?
To who? Sakurai?
Yeah, Masahiro Sakurai, our Lord and Savior.
What's up with him?
Recently, I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago, he actually passed out in a gym.
Oh, jeez, really?
Yeah, he passed out.
Damn, Sakurai going hard.
Yeah, like, hold on. I think I can bring up the
Sakura's going hard in the paint. God damn. You're trying to get his weight up or something. You're trying to get his weight up or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. But yeah, apparently he passed out in the gym due to dehydration and being extremely tired.
Sakura, you gotta hydrate yourself, my guy.
Yeah, my boy.
You gotta get rest. Come on,
lot of people...
come on, Daddy Sakura. You gotta fucking hydrate yourself, my guy.
Exactly, my boy.
We got the water with us. Out. I have water with me at all times. Exactly.
I got water right now that I'm gonna take a sip out of. Thank you very much.
Facts. You gotta stay hydrated, guys, for real, and get some rest. Get some rest. You know what I mean?
I think the thing that should always be applied to this is that to never overwork yourself too.
Mm-hmm.
Sakurai.
Continue, my
listen, bad. Sakurai is known for overworking himself because he wants to give players the best experience that he can make, right? Whether it's clocking in extra hours, programming things for Smash or other related projects that he might have. He always pushes himself, and while that's great, you have to take a step back and realize that your health also comes first.
Yeah. I was gonna say, being exhausted could be a good thing because that means progress in whatever you're striving to achieve. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, you don't really want to try to take things to the extreme if it leads to, negative outcomes for your health. You know what I mean? So
yes,
it's okay to be exhausted if you know that your output, you was putting work in, but hey, you just don't take it overboard,
Yes, always watch your health. Make sure you give yourself enough time to rest and recharge, and never ever overwork yourself because sometimes it can lead to things that are worse than just passing out at a gym.
And drink water.
I
should say that again.
Stay hydrated out here, boys.
Water is good
for
you.
I see the meme out there, but there's truth to that meme.
Drink it,
stay hydrated. It ain't that hard. Put down the soda. Put down any sugary drink you got. Get some water. That shit will hydrates you immediately. It makes you feel good.
All right, this is just an advert for water now. All right.
Yeah. Drink water, presented by your two neighborly fellows at the Loading Podcast.
Loading Podcast. All right. So... All right, so do you have anything else you want to talk about?
I recently got into...
Maybe we can... what's up? Talk to me.
So, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus finally came out in the States.
Okay.
That game is lit.
Where are you playing it? How are you playing?
I am playing it on PlayStation, but I have my problems with the game. But let me just say two things that I think hurt about this game. One,
talk to me.
There's only 11 characters.
Oof. Okay.
Arthur, you remember how bad it was that Street Fighter V only had 16 characters on launch?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, this game has 11.
Dang. Jeez, how many did Fighter Z have on launch?
Fighter Z, I think, had like 21 or 22.
Jeez. That's even that's.
Yeah, the character amount is lacking.
11,
especially in today. Yeah, 11. 2 as well, there's one that you can buy as DLC, but you can also unlock him by beating their.
Is it like an early access kind of game where it's like?
No, it's just like it's a full release, and they already released a new DLC character.
This is like a 2D fighter, or is it like a 3D fighter?
Yeah, it's a 2D fighter. It's made by the same people that made Fighters, Dragon Ball Fighters.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know. The replay value has to be insane. There has to be some type of story. There has to be multiplayer, different kind of multiplayer kind of games. Mm-hmm. I would you have to be creative with it if you're gonna do it just like that. I want to see some type of story experience that would be dope. Some type of co-op experience would be dope. But if they're just gonna do it and just have it be bare bones as hell. You know what I'm saying? Just why bother? You know what I mean? And the characters have to be very unique, or else the game is just going to be not that interesting to me, at least,
And you see, that's actually a thing that I do praise the game for, is that at least with those 11 characters, every single one of them does feel unique, which is what I like. You can, there's maybe 1 or 2 characters that are similar in terms of moveset, but in terms of character design, even gameplay aspects and like lore and everything, they're all vastly different, which is what I like. And also the fact that you mentioned like story, this game's story mode is essentially like they call it an RPG mode, and you can actually play with another player.
Ooh, okay, all right, you got my attention.
Boy. And it goes through
how did I predict this? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, like you legit can play the story mode. Like I think a lot of the battles you could play co-op with another person, and it's like an RPG where you level up your characters, you give them different weapons and stuff. Because the game that it was based off of is a gacha RPG game in Japan that's extremely popular over there.
Interesting. Okay, all right. So I pretty much described the game to a T right there.
That's why I'm like, hold up, this man just described a big part of the single player action that this game's offering.
I mean, because that's the kind of stuff that these kind of games need. A lot of these games be coming out and they're like hella bare bones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They just it's like, I don't know, it's just like half baked material. But that's good to see that there's a whole another element to it, because the way you were describing it to me, it kind of sounded like it was just like a fighter kind of game. Because Fighter Z, like in terms of story, that game felt lackluster.
Yeah, because the story really wasn't the greatest.
Yeah,
I will give them props for trying something original. I'll give them props for that.
And I was going to say, that's my only game from that company that I've played, besides the demo for Guilty Gear. So my only thought on that was that it was going to be like a bare bones kind of game, from what I could see. Like the fighters all the fighters in Dragon Ball Fighter Z, some of them are kind of alike, but for the most part, they're all kind of unique. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them are unique.
Yeah.
But I mean, except for the DLC, because you know what I'm saying, I don't have the DLC. I'm not paying for that. But if you have the DLC, then yeah, you have a lot of them that are the same. Well, my point is, that's good that there's a lot of good, stuff going on in there, and there's an RPG element, and that there's online. Is it only 2-player co-op or 4-player co-op?
Yeah, it's only 2-player co-op.
Oh, okay, all right.
Only 2-player. You can't play it online though, together.
So you can play 2-player against 2-player.
No. I'm saying like you could do the campaign.
Oh, like, okay.
The co-op mode that I mentioned. You can either do local, online, or whatever other way you plan on trying it. They got all options covered.
All right, cool.
Like, that's really good. But yeah,
I would want to see some more though. I would like to see like some different multiplayer modes.
I think like I don't know. As time goes on, they'll probably add more experimental modes to see how the fans react to it.
I feel like experimental modes. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off again.
Oh no, it's fine. I was already finished with my point.
I was gonna say experimental modes are kind of like the new thing now. Like look at like Fortnite and like just all the kind of stuff they can do with that. You know what I mean? Like Overwatch has like the little sports things, the little events they can do, annual events. You know what I mean? Just something that's gonna breathe life into the game on a consistent basis, so that because multiplayer in a fighting game, a 2D fighting game, especially for me, can only really go so far for me, because one, there is, depending on where you're playing, there is gonna be substantial amount of lag, input lag at times, and the flow of the multiplayer just usually doesn't do it for me entirely all the time. So that's good that there's
that's good,
more options, but I would like to see more in terms of other stuff. But yeah, that's cool.
Aside from that, that's pretty much it for me.
Okay. All right, well, I got one more thing we can talk about.
All right, what's up?
This game After Party that we saw a long time ago at E3.
You got some updated news, my boy?
Yeah, we've seen a little bit more, some more screenshots from the game. It's pretty cool. Yeah,
I'm hoping
I remember.
Oh yeah, no, continue what you were saying.
I remember I seen this game, the trailer for it on Switch, and I just really wanted to see how it was actually gonna run. But yeah, the game looks very interesting. The story and the art style looks nice.
Yes, it does. I actually haven't played a game like this in a very long time. Last time I played like a 2D side-scrolling adventure game like this probably was during when PlayStation gave those free games away back in like 2016 or 17. that was the last time I played it, or
Mm-hmm.
a game like this. So I'm gonna see how they handle it. I have a feeling that the humor is already gonna be a big selling point for me, at least, because I do love games when they don't take themselves too seriously and they just like try to have a good laugh with you.
As a game, this is just such a great idea. You know what I mean? Just like this looks like some almost like Tim Burton kind of like game like type shit that's going on right now. But just the whole premise of like you being in the afterlife seems really cool, and I want to know how if there's definitely going to be a story. I want to see how the story goes.
Yes, I do too. And I think we'll just keep tracking this game more and more, and we'll see how it is. I think it
the
comes
closest
out around
thing.
what?
Sorry, the closest thing this reminds me to was like Saints Row 4, the Get Out of Hell DLC. Did you play that?
No, I haven't played it. I've just seen gameplay from it.
Okay, that's the only thing closest in terms of like story wise that I can relate this to. But besides that, this is awesome.
All right, it's good. Hopefully that it turns out awesome when it comes out. What, October 29th?
Yep.
Is that the release date that they have scheduled out for it? I believe it is.
Let's just say fall.
Yeah, we could just say fall.
Let's say fall.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much it with all the news that we got so far.
Yeah. All right. So I think it's about time to do the wrap up. What do you think, Arthur?
I think it's time for the wrap up then.
All right. Well, let's do the wrap up then.
Now you
well,
can
guys,
properly say it.
Guys, if you enjoyed this episode of the Loading Podcast, feel free to give a 5-star rating on all the platforms we are on. We're on most platforms, such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, pretty much anywhere you listen to podcasts. Podcast Addict, we're on video version. We have a video version on YouTube that we drop that accompanies the audio on Monday morning at 9 a.m. The audio version comes out usually every other Saturday at 9 a.m. So feel free to enjoy those episodes, and if you enjoy, give us a 5-star rating because it helps us grow the podcast and get out to more people, and it helps us go up in the algorithm. So yeah, if you enjoyed it, do all that. You can find our socials you can find me at Aaron Ryder, ARANRYDER. I do a whole bunch of video stuff on YouTube, so go ahead and check me out. And you can follow my guy over here at
You can follow me at Flying Rye on Twitch and on YouTube, but you can also find me everywhere else under Arthur_ASP or Arthur ASP. Either one of those will work.
Alright. Well, alright guys, make sure you do all that. And if you enjoyed this episode, you know what I'm saying, good for you. Have a good one.
You show your
you
support,
know what I'm saying?
people.
But yeah,
We
I'm feeling
appreciate
good.
every single one of you that watch and listen to us every time. So
we hope you're
just wanted
feeling
to
good.
say that. Yes.
But yeah, please have a good one. Take
And
care,
make
guys.
sure you stay clean out there.
We're out and cut.